Well, indeed, I can concur with your correspondent in Moscow, Thomas Lowe. A second bomb has been found, so this definitely confirms what everyone suspected already. Who could it be? In Russia, it could be anyone because Russia has many enemies. This could be a old-fashioned Chechen attack. Uh, this could be also something linked with Syria. It could be Daesh or other groups that Russia is fighting. Or this could be linked also to the Ukraine. There are extremist groups in the Ukraine. Extreme violence has already been committed in the Ukraine. This could be a spillover effect in Russia. But there's another problem that arises. Already, there is discussion that the Russians could have done this to themselves because there had been accusations a long time ago when there were alleged Chechen attacks in Moscow that this is how Putin rose to power. But then a lot of Russians are already saying it's all over the Russian television. If ever we find someone, some extremists, they're not mentioning Ukrainians or groups in Syria. There's only, but the illusions are quite strong. We are going to be accused of doing it to ourselves, so that then we could be accused of provocation. So it's going to be extremely complicated and multi-layered, as always is in Russia. Also, what also confirms that this is a terrorist attack, this has been planned, is that not only is Putin in Saint Petersburg at the moment, meeting at this very moment President Lukashenko of Belarus, but there was an important international forum today in St. Petersburg. So obviously, this was newsworthy for whoever exploded the bomb.
No coincidence then, in your opinion, that this happened while President Putin was in town. I just want to ask you a little bit more about Syria. You talked about Daesh. That, of course, is another name for the Islamic State group. To what degree has Russia's military involvement in Syria made it more vulnerable to attacks?
Vulnerable, of course, by as anyone that has ever been involved in the Middle East and conflicts. What will make it complicated for Russia would be if these were groups that have Western sympathies, if not even support. That will make things extremely complicated. If it's simply the Islamic State, then it will rather unify Russians and those who are fighting the Islamic State. But if it's someone else closer to the Western powers, then that could create a serious problem.
Okay.
And maybe that this would be the intention of the terrorists.